We are all reconciled. Let's get to this. Hey, I'm Jen. I am a 36-year-old mama with two littles. I live in Southern Ontario with my husband and our kids, obviously. And today we're going to be budgeting the second half of my owner's draw. So I deposited the first half on the first, and then now we got the second half. It actually is the same amount of money, but on the first, it was $13 less than today's deposit because my business actually functions in US dollars. But then when I transfer it to my account in Canadian dollars, the exchange rate either does nice things like this week and it went up and gave me an extra $13, or it does not so nice things and it goes down and I get less money. So it's always a little bit of a surprise, even though I transfer the same amount every month. Yeah, it's always a bit of a surprise. It's a little bit of work to do too because my business is at one bank and then my personal stuff is at another bank. So I like go to the bank. This week I took money out, like physical cash, and walked it across the street because there's no charge for me taking the cash out. There's no charge for me to deposit it. The only fee that I get is 75 cents Canadian to transfer it from my Canadian account, or sorry, from my US dollar account to my Canadian one at my personal bank. If I do it all electronically, then my business bank actually has a worse conversion rate, and I would have lost $4 on the conversion. Plus, the fee to transfer it from one bank to the other is $1. So I would have lost $4 on the conversion plus $1 on the transfer instead of just 75 cents. So I spent the extra 20 minutes and did my little bank circuit and saved $4. So I'm pretty pleased about that also, even if it's just $4. And then the last thing that I'm excited about is this 10 days. We're into double digits. I do typically go into double digits um, at some point in the month. And then when I pay my credit card off, it drops back down because we spend all our money on our credit cards as much as possible. We love the cash back. And so, yeah, that'll keep growing for the next little while. And then hopefully it was at 6.2. So hopefully we have some more growth. I would love for it when it goes back down after that large credit card payment. If it still stays above double digits, that would be fun. Okay, we have some overspending. What's going on here? Cell phone. That's weird. Why is there $1 missing there? I don't know. We're going to keep ignoring this car maintenance bill. It is for $1,153.38 for our brakes that need to get done. Don't have that money yet. We're going to keep ignoring it. And then health and wellness. This was an insurance policy for our children through my work that I didn't realize we had. I had a credit on my insurance account up until December, and then they reimbursed it. And then once they reimbursed it, obviously I had to pay, and I didn't realize we actually have child life insurance riders on our main life insurance. And so we don't feel like we need the double life insurance, and the our life insurance that we have has a better benefits than my work one does. So we're just going to stick with the one, and that's part of this. What is it? This 93 each month. Some of that money is child life insurance riders. So we don't need two sets of child life insurance riders on our children. We have $1,190 left. So I think what we're going to do with this is just try to pay off bills as much as we possibly can. So 1st of 7th is paid off. 8th of 14th is actually paid. This is the bill that comes, like that's my one cell phone that will be charged on the 22nd, but we'll pay it off. Here we have an extra, what is it, 328, 38 in bills that'll be coming out for utilities, and then 226.51 for the car insurance, and that should be all of our bills. And then we can't pay all of a mortgage, but what we can also pay is the remaining two car payments this month. This is a 5-payment month for our car payments, so it's a little bit higher than normal. This is quite reliably 2 less months, 1 big month, 2 small months to 1 big month. I look back in like the records, and it is very consistently 2 months that have 4 car payments and then a 5 car payment. Two, like 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5. So that's really nice to see. I like that consistency. Now we still have $315.17. So let's just scroll down here. Oh, regular spending. What can we do here? We just filled up both tanks. The Corolla was filled up on Saturday, and then the SUV was filled up on Monday. So we don't need a tank of gas for either of those. $80.91. I am going to fill this up to, yeah, the 3 weeks, and that'll give us $250. My husband will go grocery shopping tomorrow. It's usually not a big shop. He does the like really big one on Mondays, but we do kind of like a filler up on Thursdays, and so we have a little bit more to get there. So $250 will be like plenty. There should be $150 left over. And then just for I don't actually know what this needs to get filled up to. Let's try plus $5 plus $3 plus another $5. There we go. Okay. Right, because it's 125 a week, so 375 would be 3 weeks. And we don't have anything that we're looking to buy here. We actually talked about it earlier today, and $76 is more than enough for that. Okay, still just ignoring down here. I think this 162, I think I'll just put it here, 162.92, and that is almost this entire next week of payments, almost. So yeah, that is my second owner's draw. On Friday, it is another payday, so I'll be back with that. And yeah, I hope that you found this informative. I do like that we have this taken care of, because then on Friday we can look at this, and this things need to be taken care of, but that's 2 less things that we need to pay attention to, which frees up some money. I mean, it's still the same amount of money that's being distributed throughout the entire month, but from a week-to-week basis, it'll be good. With this overspent category, this car maintenance, we are supposed to be getting rebate, government tax rebate check, something, cost of living checks. I don't really know exactly what it's for, but we are supposed to be getting $200 per adult and $200 per child. So we should be getting $800 in these tax refund things. So I'm thinking that that $800 will go here, and that we should be able to cash flow the remaining $350. I'm not 100% sure. I did find out, I got my pay stub, and I did find out this paycheck of mine is going to be a little bit more than I was expecting. So that will, of course, help. Every dollar helps in a situation like this. Like, this red line is so jarring. It's so jarring. But every little bit helps. So, yeah, that $800 will, hopefully it'll come in before the end of January, so we can put it here. If not, we'll shift some things around to make sure that it works. I hope that you found this very informative, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you Friday.